Hey guys, my name is Yank and welcome back to another episode of CanalTown here in City Skylines. But today we are building some big beautiful expansions. I want to extend the canal system a little bit more today, get a new line in to hook up our new kind of improvements that we implemented around our brand new nature reserve. I also want to experiment as well as with a brand new cargo airport, because the one we currently have right now has been so freaking overwhelmed. We're going to take a little bit of the edge off it so we can get some more cargo coming in and out and not so many planes backing up. But last episode, guys, we built a brand new huge garbage kind of utility plant right now. And some people didn't like it because of all the traffic it's going to cause. You shouldn't put them all close together. And to that I say, what traffic? I'm just joking. I do have a few dotted around. For those who kind of missed it out, got some over here. We have a couple over here as well, and we have this over here as well. They're all waste transfer facilities. Garbage is looking so damn beautiful, and we have no issues, and the traffic is to a minimum, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, the cargo airport, before we move into the canal stuff right now, the cargo airport is overwhelmed. Now, I don't like to say or disagree with the workings of City Skylines, but I think we can all agree that the airport DLC is trash, my guy. It's just not good. I've built it and used it in so many cities, and it's amazing because you get to build your own airport, and I love it, and it's great, and la-di-da-di-da. But the whole logistics around cargo airports is broken. Now, the problem is, if I build another cargo airport, they're all going to go to that instead and forget this one exists. There's no balance in this game. And that's why I want to utilize this bit of land here to build a brand new cargo airport. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming, did you? So I just want to do it as an experiment. I want to see what happens, because in the past, we've had air cargo airports in. You build the standard airport in the game. I mean, our isolated city is one of the most recent examples. They all start to use that, and then they kind of forget about this one existing. But I need to do something. I mean, I could make the taxiways longer, but the problem is when some stands have 21 flights and then other stands have 11, this one has 2, there's no balance in the game. They should really go to the next available kind of stand in reality. So I'm going to build one here then. Now, how much space do I need? Airports, there we go. I don't know if it's good for the big one or kind of hold out, because, well, the big one's going to require a train connection. But I don't really need to place a train connection down. There's nothing saying that I do need to. So, yeah, it could be interesting. Could be interesting. So let me just get like a rural road to begin with. And let me just kind of place down a strip of road. Now, is this going to be enough distance there for the actual airport itself? The question is yes. Oh, actually, that's perfect. Right, drop you down there. That worked out a lot more wonderful than I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting there, but not to be as simple and as easy as this. Well, if I delete a little bit at both sides, and of course I'm going to upgrade it to a one-way road. So upgrade, flip it this way. There we go. We'll do 10 going back down that way, and then we're just going to do our standard 5x5 loop system to ease the traffic in and out. Nice and simple, boys. Nice and simple. So we go for like a medium style road here, which will do a 4x4 bend, which will then lead us straight into here. We kind of have to delete the beams. Alright, delete these puppies right now, so we can access this area a little bit easier. Now, I ain't going to do too much to this. I'm going to leave it borderline as it is. I just want to see what happens. What do we get from this is the main question. What do we actually get from this? What benefits get thrown upon us for having the standard airport or cargo airport in the game? Now, granted, we're going to have to get rid of some of the trees. You don't want trees around when you're trying to land a big beluga right now, boys. There we go. We can actually bulk up normal trees anyway. Just not leading to or near the runway. You know what I mean? So we'll give that some time to kind of settle down and see what we can kind of get up with. I'm actually going to extend a little bit more of the tree. Do you know what? We can actually get rid of these power lines here. We no longer need these power lines. They can go. Oh, a little bit of lag there. I think I still need them power lines there. Or do they... Oh no, it all connects. It all connects, boys. It all connects. Right, we'll leave it to that. Even though it, like I said, it all connects. But no, we actually do need those ones there anyway. So let's get some more trees in, and we'll talk about the beautiful canal system right now, where we can add in a brand new line. So bulk all the trees up anyway, make it all look pretty nice. Oh, I do remember as well, we implemented car parks in the last episode too. That's pretty glorious. Right, get some more trees down. We've kind of missed this tool for quite some time, ever since it kind of slightly broke. We've missed it, boys, and now it's back. Back. Dun, 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 dun. Add a few more trees in. They're also really good natural sound barriers. And that does kind of completely changes that whole area there, doesn't it? I mean, there's so much more they're going to add in, and you could really get carried away, but let's just kind of keep it nice and simple. Right. Oh, a vehicle has actually kind of made its way over there. Right. I don't want to look at it right now. Don't want to look at it just yet. So, when it comes to our public transport systems, then, we have nothing coming down this stretch here. Now, this is quite an important area now at this point because of the amount of stuff that we do have coming in. And what we've recently built up as well. So, if I was to bring a canal line coming down here, where do I then take it? Is the big question. I've got alternative options. I can either bring lines coming down here, or I can extend current lines to kind of go elsewhere. It's a bit of a toughie. It is a bit of a toughie right now, but I think what we'll do is we'll first implement these canal stops. So if I get one in there, and then we can obviously stagger them a little bit further back as well. We could get some in just here as well. It depends on how much we have to then stagger it by, which that works out really well. And I reckon that's all we go for now. We don't push it too much. But I don't think this warrants, to be honest with you, a brand new line. I think we can get away by potentially extending a current route or system. Oh, you going to play this game with me? You going to play that game with me right now? Oh, come on, boy. Right, pause. Deletings. And then back to normal. Has it got rid? It would have got rid of all of the zoning. There we go. It's like it never ever happened. Evil laugh. Right. Before I slowly lose my marbles again. Alright, that didn't work out well, did it? Alright, bam. Bam. And same again. Little bit trigger happy there, Saniac. A little bit trigger happy. So yeah, like I said, it's probably best that I just extend a current route. Now, we have this kind of lightish colour coming all the way down right now. This might... It's like a teal colour, isn't it? Now, this might be a good idea if I can kind of grab it. Where does that red one come from? That red... Do you know what? We might extend that red one as well. Let's do the red one first. So if we get the red one to stop here... And then also get it to stop, say, here. Now, naturally, it's kind of going to go around that way. But if I also then get it to make a stop up here, kind of comes through. But I also maybe want to get a stop over here to bring people to work on this side as well. So if I add this in just there, I reckon we just use this as a complete end point there. Upgrade you. And then just maybe move this slightly over. So it's all in line. Waterworks going in. It's going to need power. You know, it's got power. It's sweet, sweet, sweet. And then we're just going to utilize that to now coming all the way over. Oh, okay. It can't come all the way over because I don't have the ferry line. The ferry line in, boys. And I do one like that. So as it comes in that way and screws that way, it's a short distance for it to run. Right, in and then out, and then I can make it stop there, and I can have a stop just here. So it does take quite the detour. I ain't gonna lie, it does take quite the detour. Now, I might not do it for every route, but the yellow route that complements the red route, we'll get this to match it. So like I said, I won't do it for every route. but I feel like this is the chosen route for us. This has been the chosen route. Overlaps quite a few routes right now as it makes its way around and then scooters straight down. So it's only really extending one current line, but it makes a big difference. And you can still take your shortcut route. You don't got to go the full length because you can get on the different line. So that still kind of helps us there. But we now have the ability to access many areas. Also provide some good public transport for this area as well. So that's quite important too. Right, actual airplane landing and another airplane landing right now. Now this doesn't seem that overwhelmed. Could this be a nice balance? I mean, I suppose because I haven't got the train line connected to it, that might go against them. But could this be a nice balance to take a few planes off this? You gotta remember, every plane that lands here now is one less plane landing at my other airport. It's kind of the way you gotta look at it. Yeah. Right, give it a little bit more time anyway. We'll do some more tree expansions. Granted, some of these trees will not survive because naturally the pollution around will kill them off. Alright, cover all of this. Trees are our best friend. Paint what we can paint in here right now to give us... I might up the strength slightly as well. Yeah. Trees for days. We got those trees for days. Alright, a little bit just down there. Alright, that seems reasonable enough for me here. Is there maybe anywhere else we could squeeze some trees in? Maybe coming down here is a good idea. A slight little forest backlogging in. Some trees for the park. Oh, the trees for the park areas. How do we forget all about that? I have no idea. And I might just kind of backlog a few little trees down here. I think my brush strength might be a little bit too powerful now at this point. If I bring it right down and kind of get rid of some trees. There we go, scalp some off. That's a bit better. Right, I'll go a bit thick down here. I won't run it too much there, but I'm going to cover this little spot in anyway. Now our population's up to 142,000, which is actually really quite good. Because I did say we need about 150,000 to kind of fill all the current jobs that are now available. So we ain't doing too bad. Right, we'll cover this area up right now, and I think I'm going a little bit too tree crazy. And then we'll just kind of call that a day. There we go. Kind of call that a day for the trees for now, but that is some vast improvements, which I'm quite happy with. Right, ferries coming in and out. Anybody waiting? Oh, actually, there's a couple of people waiting here right now, so that's worked out for the greater good. Oh, there's lots of people here and stuff. Damn, son. Could be a case that we need more ferries on these lines. Like, line details. I'm going to up this to 23 ferries. And then the one going back the other way. 23 ferries as well. Some extra ferries on the line, so they'll all now start pumping out over here. Very good, very good. CanalTown's looking pretty good right now. So, in terms of unemployment then, because I know we had to recently bulk up a bunch of jobs, we've still got, I mean, a few people unemployed, but there's like 8,000 more jobs available than people employed. So there's still room for growth and improvement. There really is still room for all of this. It's just a case of, where do I throw it all down? And also, what's going on over here? Oh, that doesn't even touch. Hilarious. Hilarious. Right. Cover all this up right now. Get as much of this in as I can. We'll throw some residential just here. And I reckon we paint all of this here residential too. And I'll just probably end up doing some trees in the middle. There's me saying I've gone a bit tree crazy, but all about those vibes. All about those vibes. Oh, we missed a bit just there. There we go. There we go. So that will add in more people anyway in general, so that's pretty sweet. And do you know what? This has actually turned out quite wow. We do need to get rid of the traffic lights. That's a given. We need to get some rid of the traffic lights here. There's actually some traffic issues in general we've got here right now. Do you reckon I should eventually bring that down and have a little slip road to go out? We'll see what happens here, but I feel like we need to bulk these roads up. Well, I won't really say bulk, but we'll just make this go straight ahead. That is the turning one. That is also the turning, and that is straight ahead. And then this does this. Just to allow a little bit more movement. But it would work out if we bulked up the road. So let's go for a 4-lane road styly. And I might go like for the thinner variation of it. There we go. So we can have like double turning roads in and out for this now as well. Making life a million times better for us. Hopefully it all works out. Yo, look at the amount of trains coming into this area right now. I'm hoping they're not all coming down here to get off, to drive in. But I think most likely that's what they're doing. Which actually could be a slight issue. That actually could be a slight issue. But as long as we keep the traffic free flowing, we should be okay. How's the airport doing right now? It's still as busy as it's ever been. Let's not, you know, we can't disagree with that. It's as busy as it's ever been right now. Again, we'll still give it a little bit of time because you just don't know how it's going to play out. In the meantime, is there any unique items that I can still kind of get in? What is this? The disaster memorial? Okay, we don't really want that. That just sounds freaking terrifying right now. That really does. Anything that will kind of stand out? Oh, the Grand Library. That's quite a good shout, isn't it? I feel like this might be good, like in an area around here. Ooh, little, drop it just there, maybe. No. Because there's lots of leisure around here as well, so it might be a good idea to squeeze the Grand Library in around here. I'll add it in just there, right next to the big hotel. You can sleep and read a book, boys. Sleep and read a book. Sounds about right. And what else is really going to stand out for us as well? We got like an academic library. The aviation club's a good one as well. We got this one hiding over here. The Sphinx of Scenarios. Okay, Theatre of Wonders. The stadium, maybe. The Central Park location. How are the unique factories? How many of these do we eventually get done? Quite a few, but now since we've got a lot of the other buildings in, we can now utilize a lot more. I feel like I want to get the boatyard down. Build the boatyard just here, just off the ferry line. Now it does mean we have to slightly unhook it. And by slightly, I mean completely unhook it and then delete it. Why am I in underground mode? There we go. I always have issues with that. I just don't know why. Oh, wrong style of road. Wow, all that and I did the exact same thing. What a damn foolio. There we go. So this you can require locally. Plain timber, plastics, glass and metals. So plastics we've got there. Glass, metals, it's just plain timber. I'm just checking if anything around here is storing plain timber, but it's not. So we're going to have to kind of squeeze another one of these puppies in. Which that will fit just there quite nicely. And obviously get you now to store the plain timber. Then everything needed for the boats is now nearby, within the harbour. And that should pretty much work out gloriously. Right, traffic is starting to build up, boys. But again, it's not overwhelmed. That's the difference. It's not overwhelmed. Now, how's the airport over here? Overwhelmed? You just can't win, boys. You just can't win at this point. So 144,000 people now living here. We're pushing our way up to 145,000. Then hopefully up to 150,000. That's kind of like the goal that we want to get to. Is there still lots of people waiting at these stops? Yeah, of course there is. What about on this side? Not so much on that side. There's a lot of people there as well. It might be a case that I might need to add more boats to this line in general. So an extra 10 boats. Because look at the backlog it's got to get through. Jeez Louise. Well, that should cover our backs for a little bit. For a little bit. What? Look, I'm all waiting here. There's actually quite a lot of people here as well. Damn, son. I mean, at what point do we kind of like give in and do like a different type of public transport? What point do we kind of cave in and go, okay, we're going to include the metro line? What do you guys reckon to that? Do you reckon that's then taking away from the fact that it is CanalTown? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide that one. I'll let you guys decide that one right now. But, yeah, it could be interesting. It could be very interesting. Do we have many tourists? Tourism, 1,000 tourists a week. That's, again, pretty good, I assume. We got quite a lot of buildings that are quite, you know, touristy. And it's mainly medium and low wealth tourists as well. Okay. I see. I see. Shall we get like a hot air balloon on the go? If that don't screen tourists, I don't know what does. Hot air balloon tours, boys. Which a great one would be around the nature reserve. We'll drop one here. Again, another reason for tourists to kind of go over there. And is there room to squeeze one in up here? There should be. It's just a case of where do I put it? Where is it going to fit in? There, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. So we should get some hot air balloons right now, sailing around. Oh, there's a bit of a area here that has no water. There you go, boys. Hot air balloons now float around CanalTown. The tourists are going to love this, boys. They are going to love it. And you know what I really want to do? I really want to implement a cable car system. Because this is quite high up here. We have over here... Ooh. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, boys. Don't care what anybody says. It's happening. So if I implement, let's just say you here. Because that allows me to have the side-on station. And then we'll go straight up. And we have a bus stop here and an entry point for the nature reserve. It's just how I'm going to navigate this area down here is the question. Because you can't bend this, obviously. And it is a bit weird that these guys are now being presented through this industrial area. I'll move that factory in just a moment. Right, pause for a hot min. Right, that's now all connected. Get it connected again. Oh, I have a miniature cable car system leading up. which is vital because it connects to a canal line and the bus route at the very top, and it has the glorious cable cart system leading up to the nature reserve. This will take some time for it to actually see anybody utilizing it. I'm just not sure about that. Let me just move this. Actually, no, I'll move this instead. To there. Right, that's better. We'll drop a little bit of treeage in to make this area feel a little bit nicer. And we'll pump the treeage going up. Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You might start to see a little bit more people utilizing this now. But is that our first public transport that's not boats? I mean, we do have buses, but like, you know. Damn. Interesting. Anybody here waiting? Not yet, but we'll give it time. We'll come back a little bit later. We'll come back a little bit later and see what happens. Right, how's the airport now coming along? This actually, I feel like this complements very well then. It's not that many, I mean, there's still quite a few using it, but it's not, hasn't really taken much off this airport, but then again, the backlog is maybe slowly coming down, you could argue. Only time will tell, really, wouldn't it? I think it's just time will tell. I've added no other jobs, but the residential is still growing, which is good to see. We're adding a ton more ferry boats to this run. So hopefully now, as they circulate more and more, they'll pick more and more people up, and we should see some big improvements and movements on the go. Okay, we have some issues here. Right, anyone really utilizing this yet? Show me the money. I want to see one person at least use it. Because that's quite a lot of people to come off this random spot. None of them are going to... Oh. No, I spoke too soon. I definitely spoke too soon. Anybody? Oh, there we go. Some people going in now. By some people, there's one person. There's actually a few people now going in. There we go. Does this park actually make money? No. No, it doesn't. But it might start now because things are a lot closer. This is not even connected. 1 megawatt? Is 1 megawatt enough to power this? It is. Right, I just want to see if someone can get onto it from here. Oh, there's a vehicle pulling up. Oh, okay. Yo, that's a lot of people that just got off. That's a lot of people that just got off. And I'm assuming they're all going to go to this ferry line. Some might even walk across here to go to that one, obviously. That's like another option for them. But this is to go in that direction. And there's the ferry line coming along now. How full is it? It's got room for all of them. It's got room for all of them. There's another person coming off right now. Any more? Yeah, there's 2 more. Right. Interesting. Okay, that's made me feel good. That's legit made me feel good. Right, the traffic's definitely died down here right now. We've kind of really sorted this area out. Hot and heavy to the mix right now going on over here. Might need to eventually start figuring something out for this. Did this get the plain timber in the end? Yes, it did. Did this produce some boats? Yes, it did. Yo, big profit margins on that. That's kind of crazy. Look at the money we got coming in as well. How much is industry? 48%. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful indeed. Would you say this backlog's coming down slightly? You could argue yes, but there's a couple of planes that merged together, so, you know. I feel like it actually is, to be honest with you. I feel like it actually is. Yeah, interesting. Some slight improvements, but I feel like these slight improvements are going to make a big difference. So, the road to 150,000 residents is on the way. We still got a long way to go and a lot more people to still move in. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. Until next time I see you all soon. So, goodbye.